Late last week, a Trump-appointed judge, U.S. District Judge Sean Jordan, sided with the state of Texas and a group of associated business industries to kill an overtime rule put in place earlier this year by President Biden's Department of Labor. This overtime rule would have extended overtime pay to 4 million salaried workers here in the United States. And this one MAGA judge, because of the lawsuit from Texas and, of course, the business groups that don't want to pay their workers living wages, it's dead. You cannot force these companies to pay overtime to these workers. Now, you can still, by the way, force them to work overtime. You just don't have to pay them time and a half. Here's what the rule from the Biden administration, again, earlier this year, did. It actually raised the threshold for who among salaried workers gets overtime pay. Right now, that threshold is a little over $35,000. So if you make under $35,000 a year and you're salaried and you work overtime, the rule says you got to pay time and a half. They raised the threshold to $43,888 a year. And by raising it by that $8,000 a year, 4 million more salaried workers would have gotten overtime pay for the overtime that they're already working. And then next year, it would jump up to $58,656 a year, which means millions and millions more workers would be eligible for overtime pay next year. Because this judge sided with these businesses to kill this rule, millions of people will now still be working overtime. They just won't be paid time and a half. And the argument is absolutely ludicrous. Here's what they argued. The Labor Department exceeded its authority when it finalized a rule earlier this year to significantly expand overtime pay for salaried workers, ruling that the department could not prioritize employee wages over job duties when determining eligibility. Now, I don't even know what that means. But what's hilarious about this is that we already had the threshold. All they did was raise the threshold. So the threshold, the $35,000, is still in place. So why is $35,000 okay, but $43,000 is not? Right? See, your legal argument actually doesn't stand up to scrutiny. Not that I'm saying I want you to go back and get rid of the threshold altogether, but how can you say that one threshold is no, but other threshold is yes? Like they have the authority to do this one, but totally can't do this one. That doesn't make any legal sense at all. But I want to explain something to people. This was a Trump-appointed judge. Millions of people in this country just went to the polls and voted for Donald Trump because they thought he's going to help my economic situation, right? Donald Trump is going to make things better. I'm going to have more money. This is what you get from Donald Trump. These are the types of judges he puts in place. Judges that will side with businesses every single time they get the chance. And they just screwed millions of people out of overtime pay. Millions of people will lose thousands of dollars because of Donald Trump's decisions. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.